Hi, and welcome to Unlock Your Mama Power. I'm Laura Topper, and I'm just so blessed to be here right now. Couldn't get the word out. To be talking about getting magnetic. Yes, get your notebook out because this is going to be 30 minutes of deep dive into you and your magnetism and how you are navigating your magnetism. Good morning and welcome to Unlock Your Mama Power. I'm Laura Topper, and if you're joining here live, then welcome. You are watching this through New Thought Media Network, which is an incredible spiritual, metaphysical, New Thought platform, which brings out so many amazing broadcasts and shows and programs and teachings every day of the week. Unlock Your Mama Power is one of them. And I'm here every Tuesday and every Friday. And today we're talking about getting magnetic. So if you have a pen and a notebook, then that is great. If not, I know you can retain what you need to, what will come through, and what you pick up will be perfect for right now. You know, I run groups and work with women one-on-one, or mainly now in groups. And one of the key things and themes that runs through with a lot of people that I see is this feeling of unworthiness, and that for many they can't tap into that knowing of that they are the magnet. We are the magnet. We're kind of magnetizing and repelling at different times, depending on what it is we believe, and we can use this amazing power. We have this power to use, this magnetic mama power that I like to think of it as. The thing is, most of the time it's dormant within us. We're kind of asleep. We're not realizing that this kingdom, which is our consciousness that is within us, is just waiting to be woken up, to be that kind of magnetic field, if you like, to be activated. We're not activating ourselves because we believe so many stories that we've chosen through childhood or later on in life. I mean, we have to take responsibility here. This is part of this, is that on some level we think that something outside of us is going to change, and then it will make it better for us. And it's a long time waiting. Believe me, I've been there, and I've tried that one. And the waiting game is a long, slow process, because we wait for something outside, seemingly external, to change, to make it better for us, and it doesn't happen. And then we wonder why our lives aren't improving or changing or transforming in the way that we really truly want that change. We want to experience that change. So what is the first thing that we can do? What is that first action step that we can take? Of course, I always go to, we've got to know who we are. And to know who we are, we've got to deepen our spiritual practice. There's no shortcut here. There's no two ways around it. Deepening our spiritual practice gives us the opportunity to really become more aware of the connection of who we are, because we can then let go of that filter, that seeming filter, and bask in the radiance, bask in the inner radiance. It's not out there somewhere. It's right in here, in me, in you, right where we are. This is, the master teacher called this, the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom is you. It's you. It's who you are. It's your kingdom. It's your land. It's your consciousness, or your awareness of your consciousness. So becoming magnetic, getting magnetic means, clicking it, opening it, waking it up, shaking it up within you right now, and getting to that place where you're in this kind of arena of beyond positive thinking. Now, if you listen to any of the great New Thought teachers of their time, I'm kind of half in the sunlight here, half out, trying to get this. If we listen to the late and great New Thought teachers who really embodied this amazing new kind of feeling and knowing that they had of positive thinking and positive affirmations, and knowing that the individual mind and the universal mind is one mind, and we can use it. We can use it, as Ernest Holmes, Dr. Ernest Holmes, the spiritual teacher and guide, says, there is a power for good, and we can use it. And to use it, we need to know who we are, and that it's actually within us as well. So our mind and what we're thinking and the atmosphere of our lives is the atmosphere that is basically what we are drawing in, because we are at the same time, we are transmitting and we are receiving at the same time. We're doing this. I mean, of course, we can only do one thing at a time, but it's like if we set an intention, and it's a clear intention that is positive, and it's directed at what it is that we truly desire for our lives, and we believe it. Key word here, believe that it will transpire, and that it's already transpired because it's been seeded in your mind, which is the divine mind. So you can see how there's a connection, a deep connection. There is no separation. And yet we live in this separated atmosphere in ourselves. So then we repel what it is that we truly desire. We're not in that space of being open to receive, because we're receiving, but it's not what we want to receive. So it's up to us. Getting magnetic is about, first of all, knowing who we are, knowing the power that is, seated in you, in me, in each of us. It's not exclusive to anybody particular. It's exclusive to those that choose to use it, to know it, and to use it. So here we have this one immense power that is everywhere, and only a few choose to use it intentionally. Going to put that word in there, intentionally. So we're using it kind of without really using it, without a true intention, without placing attention on it. And when we decide, when we make that decision, yes, I'm going to use this power, this mama power that I call it, I'm going to use it intentionally, then our experience of this world changes, because we come to this place where we know that the power is within us. It is not outside anywhere. It is not. It doesn't exist in that way. It's within. I was watching last night, I was watching an amazing movie. I've seen it a couple of times, and I watched it again last night with Jason. We just sat and watched Karate Kid with Jackie Chan. Such an amazing movie, a story about a young boy who wakes up to the power that he has within him. And at one certain scene, he's taken up a large, like thousands and thousands of steps to a temple. And at the top of this temple, he sees a woman kind of on an edge, on a cliff edge, like on a precipice. And she is with a snake opposite her, and she's moving, and the snake is moving in time with her. And the young boy watches this and he goes back to Jackie Chan and he says, oh my gosh, that was amazing. You know, she was copying the snake. And he said, the snake was copying her. She was the one with this power, with this intention, with this knowing, and she'd mastered it. Now, when I saw that, I really got to thinking about how we are, you know, we have this incredible ability to set the ripple, which we are setting a ripple. I mean, we're doing it anyway in every moment. And we have the ability to intentionally set that ripple so that the ripple that comes back, because remember, we're in this amazing reciprocal relationship here with life. So it's always coming back. It's always, this is the law of cause and effect. We're always being given, we're always being shown what it is that the ripple that we choose. So when she was doing this with the snake and the snake was following her, it was like, yeah, wouldn't that be so powerful if we tapped into this knowing, so that every single thought and idea which we know we're having, an intention, we are in charge of the ripple. And we know that we are in charge of the ripple. It's not by accident. None of this is by accident. It's not by coincidence. It's within you. It's within me. It's within each of us. So we're here not using it fully. We can use it more fully. At whatever level we're at, we can always use it more fully. Use this love. Use this, our intention. We're too worried about what's going on in the outer, thinking that that is the kind of determinant of our lives. She wasn't worried about the snake and what the snake would do. I'm going to turn the light around here. That's a bit better. She was focusing on her and herself. Now, I want to bring this back to us and our businesses. And when something is happening, whether it's a for-profit business or a not-for-profit business or a passion project or something that your heart is in, and you know this is like, oh my gosh, this is my calling. And yet on some level, it may not be responding back the way that you believe it needs to be responding back right now, and it's not fulfilling you because it's not, maybe it's not, you know, you don't think it's successful, or it's activated successfully, and yet within you, you know. Now, I've been in this place in my life, and I've witnessed this many times with clients as well, and with women that I work with, that they give up. And I've given up. You know, there are many times I've thought, well, this isn't working. I'm just going to give up. It's a reflection on me. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy enough. How will I ever make this happen? I can't, you know, it's not working. Well, what am I meant to do? Stick with this because, you know, my heart says yes, and yet it's not showing up for me financially, and all this stuff, all the belief systems, all the messaging that goes on. And many times I've stopped something because I haven't, you know, I still want to do it, and yet I've taught myself because I don't believe in my ability, or I don't believe that haven't believed the power is within me. And during the pandemic time last year, when I consciously made a decision to do a lot of deep healing and still continuing with that, I had many realizations that I've been reacting to what I've been seeing and thinking that because I'm seeing it, it's not meant to be. And so I need to stop. And I realized that was me, that was like me following the snake. And when I made that decision that no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to just stick with this. I'm going to stay with it. I'm going to pour all my love into this because, you know, it took Edison 10,000, trying to move this around, 10,000 or more opportunities of growth for him to get this light bulb thing working. And he stuck with it beyond all of his doubts, all of the ideas that maybe it wouldn't work, maybe he shouldn't be doing it, maybe, you know, who was he to have that? He didn't think like that. He thought, I'm just going to go for it. And I'm going to stay here until I die, probably, to get this flipping light bulb working. That's probably what he thought to himself. And he did it. And he was mesmerizing, if you like, his life. He was changing the, he was, with his inner knowing and belief, he was setting the scene. And then it happened. You know, it was a success. And yet he stuck with it. And so this is what I'm saying to you right now. To be magnetic, it means that at some point and on some level, we're being called to completely shift the whole thing around and be the one who is guiding our lives and setting that very direct ripple of intention, of knowing, and not giving up on it. Because we will have challenges, perceived, gifted challenges. You know, there will be seeming difficulties along the way, and that's a part of the whole thing. You know, that's it. It's not going to be one journey of yes, everything's happening absolutely. You know, we have to go through this kind of labyrinth. We have to go around it. We have to investigate, and we have to be willing to be our experiment, and we have to stay in the yes of the belief of who we are. That goes back to what I said in the very beginning. I'm just going to close this curtain because the light is kind of, hold on a moment. I'm here. I'm just doing my thing. Got to get that right. Is that any better? Let's see. Little bit better. Yeah, great. So if you're with me, you're still with me, great. This is my message today, that getting magnetic means activating the receiving, the receiving, you know, because it's so easy to give up. It's so easy to think that because something isn't working, that we're not meant to be doing it. It's so easy to think that because something isn't working, that we've got to hop or jump on to the next and the new. And that is not the truth. The truth is that we are the ones that are being called to meet and align with that higher vision that we have. That's going to take work. It's going to take learning, understanding, letting go of beliefs, dissolving the beliefs that do not serve anymore. That's going to take a decision within you to say, I'm willing to make changes for my life so that I can transform. I'm willing to make some changes. I'm willing to go the distance of this. And I'm willing to open up, to draw towards me what it is that I am in need of so that this flourishes with love right now. Because the atmosphere of our thoughts and our feelings and our intention is what creates the atmosphere of what we're drawing in towards us. Let's just breathe that in, because I've said a lot here in a few, 20 minutes. And for me, it's really exciting to be able to share this with you and especially on a, right here, right now on this video, to be able to open my heart and to remind you of who you are, to remind you that what you're looking for is not outside of you, to remind you that there is a power that is greater than anything, that knows you, that knows me, that knows each of us and everything, and we can use the power of it. And that power is a wisdom, is a love, it is prosperity. And we shut down from that. We shut down because we believe that because something isn't working or our life isn't working, that we kind of throw it all away, not realizing that we are being given a deep opportunity to grow into our vision, to grow into our vision, to open up and say yes to the vision, rather than saying, have an idea, have a calling, can't quite make it, gonna give up. Because that doesn't serve anybody or anything. So it's up to us to stay in that knowing, to know that whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you are calling in for your life, whatever the vision is, where I know that you're here to absolutely, do something magnificent for your life, for humanity, for those that you are working with, for whoever it is that you are serving right now. That to be that higher, to be that higher portal of service, to open up to being that vessel, that we're being called to open up in ourselves, to know who we are and to believe in ourselves, in this thing called life, and in this yes, in this divine sacred yes that you have made, this contract, this agreement, to believe in it for yourself. And when things are going in a way that you feel they shouldn't be, or it's gone wrong or whatever, sit in the silence for a few moments, gather yourself, remember that even if it isn't going right, the trueness is going right. It is here, it is everywhere, and we are not separate from that. You are not separate from that. You are not separate from that. So this is your mama power. This is the power that is within you, and this is for you to get to that place where you feel strong enough within, you feel good enough within, to continue with what is in your heart, to love it, to open up to it, to be inspired for the next action, the next step, and to take a step every single day, whatever that is, whether it is a phone call, whether it is tweaking something on your website, whether it's making a video like this, whether it's reaching out on Facebook, reaching out to your email list, whatever it is, it's one step at a time. And to put your focus and your energy into that, so that you're not scattered all over the place doing a million different things. It's like, let's focus here. Let's tune in and let's generate that power, so that we become the magnet. We become so magnetic that we're pulling in and drawing in exactly what it is that can take us and hold our hand onto with the next step and the next step and the next step. And of course there are details to this, and of course there are other parts to this, and yet the main part is to get quiet, get still, and know who you are as this magnificent divine expression that is ready right now to bring your passion, your project, your business, your heart's calling, whatever that is for you, to bring it forwards, to bring it forwards. I connected recently with somebody that that has reached out to me, and we've had a few discussions, and I've been helping her with her business, and it's an incredible thing that she's doing for ecology, for eco, and it's amazing. Once she got clear and was really centered and rooted in what it is that she's doing that's going to be really amazing for humanity from an eco standpoint, there was an absolute shift in her. She wasn't going to give up because maybe there was a stumbling block, seemingly, because each of these challenges are stepping stones for us to say, okay, they're like little tests here on Earth School. Am I ready? Am I going to take that stepping stone, even if it feels uncomfortable? Yes, 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 yes. And the other thing that I want to just add into here is that there really is no destination. What we think is the destination is actually the journey right now, because we're living in this eternal now. So whatever it is we think that we want is actually what's happening right now. So when we can muster up the atmosphere of that and get excited about it, we're becoming the magnet of what it is that we know that we're creating for our lives. That's the exciting part. To be here, and I'm just going to put this back up here. If you're at some point, then subscribe of these broadcasts, Mama Power and others for New Thought Media Network. And reach out to me if this is something that really interests you. You know, I have a mastermind group, and I'm creating another another point of entry for women to come in to understand these principles, these mystical and metaphysical principles, so that we can use them for our lives to really bring forth our dream, our high vision, because now is the time. Now is the time to say yes to what it is that's been knocking on our heart's door for probably 10 years or more. So that's it. That's what I'm leaving you with today. Get magnetic. Turn away from all this stuff that's going on out there and turn into your heart. Stay there and know that whatever it is that's calling you right now wants to come forwards, and you're the one to bring it through. And as you're bringing it through, you're going to get a ton of stuff, you know, a ton of kind of seeming challenges that feel uncomfortable, that feel like I need to be giving this up. Question yourself. Not going for those shiny objects, staying with the truth of what it is you're bringing forwards. Stick with it and invest in cultivating that knowing inside of you of who you are. There's your investment. And when you're there, you've unlocked your mama power. From that place, anything is possible. I will be back here on New Thought Media Network with a prayer in about half an hour, and back with Mama Power on Friday. So stay tuned in, and if you have any questions, you can contact me through Facebook, Laura Topper Love. Great to be with you today, and love and blessings for you on your today. I'm just trying to find the video. That's why I look like I'm looking at the screen, but I'm not. I'm here. Unlock your mama power. Until next time.